Yes, a very good afternoon and welcome to match day 5. This is game 2 on the HOLLYWOODBETS COSAFA Women's Championship 2025. Zambia defending champions taking on Zimbabwe here from the Sechego Stadium in Polokwane. Of course, I am Michelle Shapange, your commentator for this one. We'll be taking you through proceedings. Alongside me is Rhoda, and she has joined me to be my co-commentator as the two teams just walk out, led out by the ball girls, flag bearers, and the referees, or rather officials of this match. Zambia, who are looking for a second win in this one, joined by Zimbabwe as well, who got their win in that first game against Eswatini, winning by 2 goals to 0. Zambia won by 3 goals to 0 against Botswana. So Zambia, as you know, being the defending champions, if they win today, most likely, or rather they will automatically go to the semi-finals. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, as well, if they get 3 points here, they too can automatically get into the semis. For now, the two national anthems of both Zambia and Zimbabwe take center stage here from the Sechego Stadium. Always so much pride in these players. Every time I see them, you can tell that they are really singing with pride and patriotism. Let's take a listen to the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Zambia. Proud and free, land of wealth and joy in unity, victors in the struggle for our rights. We won, freedom's fight, oh, one, strong and free. Africa is our own motherland, passion with us blessed by those who men. Let us all people join as one, brothers under the sun, oh, one, strong and free. One land and one nation is our cry, dignity and peace in Zambia's sky, like a noble eagle in its flight. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, one, strong and free. Praise be to God, praise be, bless our great Zambia, Zambia, Zambia. Remain we stand under the flag of our land. Zambia, praise to thee, oh, one, strong and free. And now the national anthem of Zimbabwe.
Simudzai Mureza Wedu was Zimbabwe. Shown up for Blessed Be the Land of Zimbabwe, the national anthem of Zimbabwe there, and then Zambia, who sings Stand and Sing Zambia. Of course, always a grand stage to show the love for your country, the highest of honors, I'm sure, to represent your country. Rhoda, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Great. Well, let's look at the substitutions, or rather the starting lineup for Zambia. Agnes Phiri, Akabange Mupopo, the captain, Chitundu Endless Phiri, Matewa Chilenga, Suzanne Benda, Salia Mwanza, Memorintala, Blessing Maluba, Margaret Belemu, the really great star for Zambia, and Hazel Nali, the goalkeeper, starting 11 for Zambia, led out by coach Yonam Phiri for this one. Looking at that lineup, perhaps a really strong side, really similar to the side that we saw up against Botswana. Only one change, which is Chanda. And so Chanda is not starting in this one. Rather, we're going to see Agnes Mpiri, the 23-year-old from GBWFC back in her home country, Zambia, starting for this one. The match officials as well who will get us underway: Rose Zimba of Malawi, Happiness from Malawi as well. We're also seeing Elodie Virginia Ivaharivoni of Madagascar leading, officiating for this encounter. The two captains, it is Mupopo for Zambia, as well as the ever amazing, I have to say, she's so wonderful to watch on the field, but also a much better captain for her side of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe led out by Ethel Chinyerere, Presence Vawanda, Rutendo Makore, and Captain Nobuse Nkube that I talk about so often. Privilege Mupeti, Daisy Katona Christabel, Fiona Kabera, Tumbare Agnes, Sheila Antonio, and Senior Shonga. That's a coach Sibanda. 4 changes for Zimbabwe on the other side of things. So Caroline Mongai, Vanessa Lunga, as well as Bethel Kondo, not starting for this one, as well as Michael Sipini. 4 of those players coming off, and so we are rather going to see some of those changes. The goalkeeper herself, Shonga, has come on to start for this encounter. Makore, the number 15. We're also seeing that some of the other changes on that Mopeti, the number 17, as well as Kabera, those being the changes for this match. Well, Rhoda, just looking at the lineups, we see a 4-2-3-1 for Zambia and a 4-4-2 for Zimbabwe. What are you anticipating for this match?
Yeah, you can see with Zimbabwe, it's a 4-4-2 diamond shape. You can see that they want to score, they want to win the game. And also with Zambia, they're always playing the 4-4-3 with their 2 fullbacks overlapping, and then having the 2 wing playing inside as a converted wingers.
It's going to be a very interesting matchup for sure. These two sides looking for those 3 points. Both of them have won their opening matches already. Beat the 2 sides who drew earlier today, Botswana and Lesotho. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. So, who will take this one? Who will get the 3 points, or maybe even a 1 point? Will it be Zimbabwe or the defending champions, Zambia? Maybe your predictions for this match? Rod, I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe just quickly before we kick off, what is your prediction?
It's a water-mouthing game. Experience vs experience. I'll give it to Zambia.
Zambia?
Yeah.
All right, well, we have 90 minutes of action here from the Seshego Stadium. Still much more action coming your way. So I'm sure this game is going to bring some great competitiveness on this field, as these defending champions will look to join South Africa in the semi-finals. And we are underway here from the Seshego Stadium. It is Zimbabwe in green with a little bit of yellow stripes, and Zambia in their traditional orange and black. Zambia now with this throw-in. Straight getting into it. That's flicked away by the captain of Zimbabwe, or headed away rather, but Zambia still have possession. As I mentioned, only Chanda being the only change. She was really instrumental in that attack for Zambia in that game against Botswana. Not starting for this encounter. Instead, Phiri, who came on in the second half in that game against Botswana, will be starting for Zambia. Here they come now. This is Phiri. Phiri for Zambia. Strong run from her. Will she pick up the captain? She does. She picks up Mupopo now. Still pushing up front here, Zambia, and that's intercepted by Katona. Zambia really looking to already push early on in the game.
Yeah, I love the combination of Phiri and Belemu, especially going forward. They cover for one another very, very well.
That's going to be an interesting link-up to see. This is a corner kick, the first one by Chilenga, the 23-year-old from BWFC, Zimbabwe, plays in Zimbabwe. And she goes now, a corner kick, a set piece, perhaps they can capitalize off. We've only seen one goal come from a corner kick in this tournament so far. Zambia with this one into the box, flicked away by goalkeeper. Still not out of danger though. Oh, lucky enough for Zimbabwe. Referee blows the whistle. Seems like goalkeeper Shonga was fouled there. Let's look back at this corner kick. Very strong, landed straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Shonga, but didn't really catch it well. Just got a hand to it. Was still in danger though. Just that's where she got hurt in the process. But I'm sure she'll be able to, hopefully, for Zimbabwe, they will be hoping that she is able to continue as she still gets treated. Quite a strong goalkeeper to look at, Shonga. Why do you think she came on instead of we saw that it was Miguel Supini, or rather Vanessa Lunga, who started last time out?
Yeah, maybe she's their first choice. It's just that the first game. Sometimes as coaches, they see, or it depends with the game, the team that you're playing against. So maybe the coach decided to start here, looking at their strength.
Absolutely, and she has a lot to prove against the defending champions. Oh, I'm sure she'll be seeing a lot of the likes of Mfiri, the likes of Mupopo Chitundu really on her case. But also she will have the support of her defense, including Kube, the captain, Antonio Tumbare and Habera, to protect her. Here comes Zimbabwe now, looking to push up front as well in this first few moments of the game. That did not really materialize for them, however. So that goalkeeper Nali gets her first touch of the ball in the game so far. The experienced, the ever-composed Hazel Nali plays for Zescondola ladies back at home in Zambia. Here comes a set piece again. This is a ball for Zambia, surely. A little bit of a push there from Zimbabwe. They come now. Looking to flick this one into the box. She picks up Belumu, the ever fast. Very skillful on that left hand side for Zambia. Definitely a player they should look out for. She gets those crosses in so well, Belemo.
Her and Piri, they complement each other very well. And she's always making those front run. And she's always looking forward to make crosses.
Indeed, so this is another corner kick. This time around, it's taken up by the Mwanza, the young star, 19 years of age. Here she comes into the box. A bit wasteful there. Not really get to anyone, you may say. So Zimbabwe will be glad. Not fully glad though, because Zambia still have possession. This is Mfiri now with a throw-in. And Zimbabwe now with the possession. On your screen there, you are seeing Kabera. Did not start in that last game, 28 years of age. She's on for today, just to strengthen that back line for Zimbabwe. Strong kick here from goalkeeper Shonga of Zimbabwe. Surely a handball from Piri. Some of the cheers from the stands. Like my ever-amazing colleague Gloria always says, South Africa a place. Oh, that was actually straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Like she always says, South Africa is a place that has a lot of the African nationals. You find Zambians, you find Zimbabweans who reside here. So, of course, some of those supporters who have come out to cheer on their respective nations. You can hear them cheer in the stands to give the teams a feel of home. Rhoda, when you used to play and you were out of the country, how did it feel to have that support from far from home in the stands at times, even if it was just 5 or 4 people?
Yeah, it felt so good, but we were used to the vuvuzelas. During our time, there were vuvuzelas, but when you go outside, there are no vuvuzelas.
and that certainly can kill the tempo a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes,
Well,
it does.
we're seeing a throw-in now for Zambia, the defending champions. Still 6 minutes into this first half, no goals yet, but Zambia so far, you could say, looking like the more attacking side, really going for it. And this time around, Shonga, the goalkeeper, with it now, passes it out to Tumbare, who picks up Kabera. That's out of play, so Mpiri now with his throw-in for Zambia. Look at them. So I'm enjoying some lovely food in the stands, because I believe those are the Zimbabwean supporters. Belemo got a touch to that there. Zimbabwe really just trying to break down and get through that Zambia. We'll be hoping to get through that very strong Zambian midfield and push up front.
Yeah, the Zambian pressing is on point, because every time when Zimbabwe has the ball, they are there just to press them and win the ball.
Belemo now, strong run from Belemo. What can she do here? She flicks it into the box. Well, just goes wide there. Do you think she was intentionally looking to go for it herself, or she's trying to pick up probably the likes of Mpiri?
No, she was looking for Piri, and if you can see, Piri was just up front there alone waiting for the cross.
Shonga probably, you would say, the busiest player so far.
Yeah.
She has been very busy inside these opening minutes of the game. Look at that run from Mpiri, my goodness. Such a strong player. Here she comes now. She is hurdled out by Tumbare, but manages to get through to Belemo. Belemo to Zwawanda, or rather, let's look back at this run now from Mpiri. Look at that. Strong run. You could see that there was a touch there from Tumbare to have kept her from moving any further up.
Yeah.
So this is now a throw-in for Zimbabwe. What can they do now?
They're playing too much in their half, the Zimbabwean team.
That's headed away wonderfully. So another throw-in for Zimbabwe. You are watching the HOLLYWOODBETS COSAFA Women's Championship 2025 taking place in Polokwane, South Africa. This is the Seshego Stadium. For the past 5 days or so, we've seen really incredible matchups from 11 countries in the SADC region. And here comes Zambia now, looking to push up front still. Strong run there from Mwanza. Mwanza to Habs, looking for Chilenga in the box, but here it just falls straight into the hands of goalkeeper Shonga. This falls, or rather was not really useful in that moment. She got a touch to it, it went out of play. Let's look back at this moment here from Chitundu. On a strike onto that, but it's safe and sound into the hands of goalkeeper Shonga. First half, confirmation of the score inside this 10 minutes gone so far, and still 0-0. Zambia still looking like the much more attacking side. Zimbabwe not really gotten much up front. We've only seen them, I think, once.
No, but the Zambian team, they must be aware or be alert with those long balls from Zimbabwe, because they are always looking for that long ball to Rutendo.
Throwing for Zimbabwe now. This is trying for it at this point in time. Would be hoping to get through and get hold of the likes of Zwawanda, Chinyerere, Makore as well for Zimbabwe. Those are the type of players you'd want to get the ball to when you speak of Zimbabwe. This is Belemo. Belemo, such a versatile player, Rhoda. You find her everywhere on the field.
Yeah, she's the player that you want in the field, especially.
Oh, mistake here. Chance for Zimbabwe. Well, looks like was a bit of a miscommunication there. Nali, the goalkeeper, swing up against. So it was Opeti as well as Makore there who were looking to pick that up. Chance for them, almost, nearly.
Yeah, nearly.
Zimbabwe can catch them off guard, like you said, most of the time in a game like this. Zimbabwe can try and do that.
Yeah, with their experience up front, you can't give them a chance to receive the ball inside the box, inside the 18 area.
Zambia now. Strong run from Chitundu. That's offside. Offside from Wanza. Let's look back at this. And just confirmation. Yes, she was off. She was offside indeed.
Yeah,
wide. Can't even say close. Fili got a touch to this one now. Into the box. A ball from Chinyerere. Did not materialize. Zambia. Ball just scrambling now in the middle of the park between these two sides. Chilenga for Zimbabwe, or rather for Zambia, who got a touch to that one. Fili now. Fili to and trying to get hold of Chitundu. Very strong player she is, Fili. Referee says play on. And for a final, or rather whistle blow now to check as to what really transpired. If you look back at this moment here, Fili kind of brought down by, just looks like she, well, yes, there was certainly contact there from Makore. She just gets attended to, gets treated in this endless Fili. There are two Filis on the field, endless Fili and Agnes Fili. Very similar names, both of them 23 years of age. The only difference really is that they don't play for the same club. Agnes plays for GBWFC, and then look at those shots offside so far. Equally shared by Zambia and Zimbabwe. The other Agnes Fili plays for Zescondola.
A very influential player. I saw her during the COSAFA CAF qualifiers. She was marvelous to watch.
Absolutely, still young, vibrant, like you mentioned, very instrumental for Zambia, and I'm sure that's why she's part of this squad and starting for that matter in this very important game. Decisive match for Zambia and Zimbabwe too. Here's the captain now for Zimbabwe. That ball goes out of play. Ngube, the captain, 29 years of age. Zambia have gotten it back. You see, I think if you compare this in the first few moments of the game, Zambia were really ruthless in terms of going up front. What do you think has changed? That you can see Zimbabwe maybe picked up a little bit more tempo?
Yes, they've picked up the tempo. And now with Zambia, it's more like they're playing too much in their half, whereas in the first 10 minutes they had position.
That's just the offside check, clearly. All red by the officials. Zambia push onto Banda, Suzanne Banda, the 36-year-old, the oldest player on the field, brought down by Caetano. Both quite experienced players. Caetano 33 years of age. Look at those fouls as well. Not so far apart. Zambia with 3 of those, Zimbabwe with 2. As referee picks, or rather official picks that one up for an offside. Not the first time she's been, or that has been spotted on offside, I could say, for Mwanza. Zambia looking to pick up more pace now, get up front. This is Chidundu. Chidundu trying to get hold of Belumu. Will she do so? Well, that's flicked away by the Zimbabwean defense. But good news for Zambia is that the ball still in their possession. So this will be a corner kick, I believe, and it's taken up by none other than Mwanza, who's been very busy with these corner kicks in this tournament. So far, Zambia with 3, Zimbabwe with 0. Mwanza now into the box. Will they get anything? That's just wide. Does not materialize. Look back at this. Oh, it was actually picked up by Katona, the Zimbabwean defense, trying to be intact. Go for it once more. This time, not really picked up in the box, and that will go out for another corner. So, Salia Mwanza. I've seen her, I've watched Salia Mwanza in a lot of those, the junior tournaments, the under-21, the under-17. Fantastic player for Zambia. Great to see that she's made the senior team as well. She'll take another corner kick. Salia Mwanza for Zambia. What can they do here? Another chance to materialize off a set piece. Into the box. Chitundu was going for it. That was well read by the defense of Zimbabwe to have flicked that away. I think Zimbabwean defense kind of have picked up some of those, reading the game really well, being able to understand as to exactly what the Zambian attack is trying to do.
Yeah, they are well organized.
And they've been able to keep the game 0-0 as it stands. Lovely to see from both of these sides. So this is the first corner, or rather a corner kick for, or throw-in instead, rather. And it falls straight to Mpiri, who flicks it away. I think one of the busiest players on the field today for Zimbabwe certainly being Kabera. She's been very busy. And she comes now with this throw-in. That falls to her. Battle with Mpiri. Going strong, Mpiri still going at it. And quite a battle between these two, eh?
Yeah. As I said, the right side of Zambia is very, very strong. So Kabera, she's gonna work hard today, tirelessly.
And so far she's doing fantastic. I mean, been able to keep them at bay. This is Belemu now that hits Kabare, or Kabera rather. We're inside the first 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, as it stands. No goal scored yet in this second match of the day from the Seshego Stadium in Polokwane for this COSAFA Women's Championship. We had a game earlier today, and I can tell you, very, very competitive game. Eswatini versus Botswana, Group B encounter again, and that ended in a 1-1 draw. You think we might see another draw here, Rhoda?
Nah.
I mean, you've made it very clear from the beginning that your money is on Zambia. Your bet is on Zambia.
I'm not changing my mind. They will score eventually. For now, I feel like they're scared for us. They're scared for one another, but yeah.
Oh, here
along the way.
We have to wait and see. We're 21 minutes into the game. Still about 30 minutes or more to go in this second half. And then we still got another 45 minutes plus additional time. So anything can happen. As we say, the ball is rounded football. Kobare gets that one away. Gets it out of play. Let's look back into what exactly happened there. Oh, okay. She was. See that there was a encounter there. So Zimbabwe will get to throw, or rather a chance onto a free kick. And it's taken up by none other than Tumbare, the 33-year-old, one of the experienced players for Zimbabwe. Here she comes, Tumbare for Zimbabwe. That's headed away by the Zambian defense. Strong run on this right-hand side for Zimbabwe, but Mviri was there. Mviri was there to make sure that she stops that momentum.
I love Piri's working rate.
Yeah. Very, very powerful player to watch. I think
both are defensively and offensively. It's very good.
Well, one of those versatile players we talk about for Zambia. Always an advantage to have those type of players on the field. And her partnership with Belemo is even better.
Yeah.
Here's Mupopo, the captain, who got to touch that to Mfiri. That's flicked away. Wonderfully done. Strong from Mupeti. Gotten that one away. Throw in now for Mfiri. Mfiri for Zambia. Goes for it. Belemo with the jump. Trying to probably get a header to that, but in the process, got a touch onto Mupeti. So, should be ball for Zimbabwe. Stronger now. Possession is equal. 50-50.
As I said, it's a water-marathon game. It's a Zambezi vs the Victoria Fall. So, yeah.
Chance here now. Strong run, and Mupopo just nearly put Zambia up front there, but you gotta give credit to the Zimbabwean defense.
They are well organized, as I said. They cover for one another.
But you know, if you make those type of sloppy mistakes at the back, and you got a player like Mupopo up there who picks that one up, Mviri, my goodness, you do not want that. Hey, Zimbabwe.
It changes everything, huh?
It does. Mupeti now. Trying to get it to, or did get it to Antonio, but there was a bit of a player that was brought down in the process, and so we'll see a cooling break. Weather conditions here at the Sechego Stadium in Polokwane, slightly cool, not too hot, not too cold. You could say likable conditions, 27 degrees Celsius, probably favorable conditions for a football player.
Yes, it's a good weather for football. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just normal.
There.
Yeah.
So this is also a chance now for, but if you are coach, I mean, rather say Coach Yona, what are you telling Zambia in this very moment? What is it what are they not doing to get that first goal?
I feel when they get into the box, they're rushing everything. Eh? They're rushing. So sometimes you just have to keep it cool.
And perhaps on the other end of things, Zimbabwe, what is it that you'd probably be telling your players right now before they get back onto the field?
You just have to motivate them more, because so far, so good, they're doing well. especially at the back.
And especially when you're playing at a very, very strong attacking side like Zambia.
Yes.
You would want to command your defense. That's one of the most pivotal things to do for a side like Zimbabwe. And certainly the results are evident. It's 0-0 still. So here is Kabera for Zimbabwe. That's headed by Belemu, who got a touch to that. Zambia managed to get hold of it now. Gets it up front. Oh, we see that she went down here. She is still down, but referee says no, play on. Mupopo gets hold of her teammate Chilenga. We still have a player down for Zambia, but referee still saying play on. Zimbabwe looking to steal that one. I believe that was Mupeti who was timing it into the box, probably trying to get a header to that. So it's Mpiri who has done that entire time. Let's look back at what really happened there. Oh, okay, I see. I think she got her turn to a bit of a head there, bit of a collision onto her. Agnes Mpiri, the 23-year-old, just gotta shake it off, because as they say, the game must go on. So 27 minutes gone here at the Seshego Stadium in Polokwane. So far it's been an incredible game between these two sides, a Group B date. As it stands, these sides both have 1 point in the bank, and I'm sure that's not what they would want. That makes it unsafe for whoever has to go through, because 6 points is always the safest to have if you want to go through.
Yes, 6 points, yes. With 4 points now, we just have to bring our calculators.
And you don't want to see a calculator. That's not nice.
That's the worst feeling ever.
Absolutely, especially in this tournament of this magnitude. So far, South Africa, the only side who are through, who know that they are going to the semi-finals.
Of course.
One of these sides could be joining them. We have to wait and see. Zambia flick this one away. A bit out of danger. This is a throw-in now. Kabera, very busy player today, Kabera. For Zimbabwe has been having that battle with Belemu and Mpiri. This is Chitundu now for Zambia. Surrounded by the likes of Nkube for Zimbabwe, but still going strong. Look at that strong run, wonderfully done to have kept that one in to get to Chitundu. She flicked it into the box. She was trying to pick up Mpiri, who was already moving up front, but was headed away.
Yeah, she was trying to play it behind Zimbabwean defense.
Look at this now. This is Chilenga. Mwanza flicked away. Flicked away by Tumbare. Very experienced player, Tumbare. She is correctional Queens player back in Zimbabwe. All the Zimbabwean players actually starting today, they all play back home. So I think that familiarity with themselves, they play with each other in the league as well, the Zimbabwean Women's Football League.
Yeah, it shows that they're doing something good back in Zimbabwe, especially with the league.
This is Zambia now. Into the box. What should pick up here? And headed away. Surely we relieved slightly. Not fully, just slightly, because Zambia still have possession. Let's look at this moment. Was flicked into the box by Chilenga and did not lend to a Zambian player, fortunately for Zambia.
That was a good clearance.
Very good clearance indeed. So we're seeing another corner kick. Mwanza, who has gotten a couple of accolades to her name. She was one of the best players in the Under 17 championship. Into the box. Once more, defense of Zimbabwe, making sure that they do not leave out give them any opportunities. Zimbabwean player brought down in the process. Let's look back at this encounter between Mupopo. Strong push. This is Bawanda. A lot of power onto that,
They're
eh?
very, the Zambian players, they're very physical, eh?
Very strong indeed.
Yeah.
That physicality is evident. Shonga for Zimbabwe now, the goalkeeper. Will flick this one to her teammate Tumbare. 30 minutes gone now. Already, still no goal scored. Belemo would chase this one down and trying to get it to Nali. Nali not really seeing any chances or any balls as much as Shonga in terms of Zimbabwe's attack. But that does not take away from Zimbabwe's performance today.
Not at all.
Clearly their tactic is working of keeping the defending champions from scoring. Salia Mwanza, I was just talking about her. She was the best player, I believe, in the Under-17 championship back in 2024. Look at that flick now. Mviri. It's rather gets to a Zimbabwean player. It was not Caetano, but instead you saw Shinyerere in the middle of the park. Belemo throwing for Zambia. Very strong game we are seeing so far in this opening 45. Is this what you would have anticipated, Rhoda?
Of course. But let's give credit to Zimbabwe. Their tactics are working. Of course, they knew Zambia, they're going to come to them.
Full force.
Yeah. So if you can look, they're blocking on all the lines. They're not allowing them to play those combination play. Because normally we know with Piri and Belemu, they have that good combination going forward. But today, likely it's...
Yeah, not really working.
Yeah,
as
it's
much.
not. It's not. Also, we can give credit to Kapera. She's doing a fantastic job.
As the captain, Kube, for Zimbabwe, 29 years of age. Here they come now, Zimbabwe perhaps looking to break. Not really get out of that one, but they still have it. She just loses it out though, Katona, for Zimbabwe. So Zambia have gotten a throw in through Salia Mwanza, who is also really one of those players that's everywhere. If I asked you to tell me what position she really plays, you wouldn't really know, because she's everywhere, which is a good thing.
It's one of the talented players.
Indeed.
You'll love to have that one as a coach. Yeah.
Some of those who are cheering in the stands, I'm sure, are having a good game. It's been a well-attended tournament so far.
Yeah, as I said, that's the Zambezi and the Victoria Falls. So.
Oh yeah, it's a very common clash, this one.
Yeah.
We know about it even on the socials. You see that battle. Very popular.
Of course.
You go to a Zambian and you say, where is Victoria Falls? And they'll say, no, it's in Zambia. You go to Zimbabwe, no, it belongs to Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
I like hearing about it. Yeah. This is a throw in now from Mwanza. Zambia. Chitenda now. Wonderfully done. She's surrounded, but she's still going strong, Piri. Chitundu. Look at that. Piri was just not...
They're very compact, the Zimbabwean player.
I think even the connection between Mviri and Chitundu. Look at this run in now. We'll try to get it as far away as possible. Luckily enough, she was there to get the job done. And Tlala, GBWFC player. Zimbabwe still pressing though. She is brought down this time around by Salia Mwanza, so that surely will be a free kick for Zimbabwe. Let's look back at this one. Just got a little bit of touch to that. Mwanza got a touch to Katona there. I wonder who will be taking this free kick. Looks like it will be the captain herself. Look at those fouls. Zambia with the most, 8-3 of Zimbabwe. So captain Nkube of Chapungu Football Club will be the mastermind behind this one. What can she do here? A lot of the players now in the box for Zimbabwe. We're looking to pick this one up. Nkube into the box. Gets a touch of that, the goalkeeper. Still in danger though now. Scrambling into the box, the ball. Nali got a clearance. But the ball was slightly still in danger, you could say.
I could say that the message was very clear from the...
Let's look back at this. Nali. The goalkeeper got a touch of that. We saw they were still trying to keep it in. The likes of Chinyerere and Mupeti there, but here they come now. There's a partnership that's really wonderful to watch. Mupeti and Chinyerere up front for Zimbabwe. Mpiri pick it up now. They'll try to break, counter on this one, but no. Blocked by Tumbare, who says, not getting through me today. So, Mwanza. Playing the ball really, you can tell this is anyone's game. You could almost say in this last few minutes now, if I may say, not overall, but look back at this. Oh, she was, that's what you call a battle. Eventually, it not materialized though. Shonga, the goalkeeper, has been a little bit more quiet in this last 15 minutes or so, if you could say, as opposed to how it looked like in the first 10 minutes of the game, the goalkeeper Shonga. She was not the starting goalkeeper in that game against Botswana. Chance here for Zimbabwe now, and it's wide. That's a very dangerous lady right there. She got a goal in that first game. You don't want her in those type of positions. Chinyerere, dangerous player, very explosive in her way of attacking. You give her a chance, she takes it. She can punish you.
Her and Makora, you can't allow them to receive the ball in the box. They will punish you.
Look at this now. This is Mpiri to Captain Mupapa. Mpiri looking strong now. This run in from Captain Mupapa. Will she pick up Mpiri? And the defending is almost frustrating, you could say, if you must be a Zambian supporter. That is some fantastic defending, world class. Let's look back at this. Mpiri with that run. Papa got a hold to that one. She crosses it to the other Mpiri. And just wide.
She used the wrong technique. In a position like that, you just pass the net. You don't have to kill the keeper.
I think the reason why I'm talking about the Zimbabwean defense is the pressure. That's because it's everywhere. You see these green shirts everywhere.
Yes.
It really can become frustrating for you as a attacker if that is what the sight you are seeing.
It seems like there's a clear message from the bench, from the Zimbabwean bench to Kapera. You don't allow Piri to receive a ball. Because everywhere where Piri is, Kapera is there.
Really hot on her heels indeed, Kabare. But Zambia get it back. Belemu now. Oh, get this one to Chitundu. No, she does not. Because she does not, because Mupeti was right there to make sure. Where she comes now. Belemu. We have seen her drop a little bit more, Belemu, now onto this, you could say, on this right-hand side, or rather left-hand side for Zambia. Zimbabwe, that flick, it will fall straight into the hands of goalkeeper Nali Hazel. One of the standout players so far in this first half, you could say, definitely Tombare.
It's a high intense game.
Indeed. But that's what we like to see. This is what football is about. This is what the COSAFA Women's Championship is all about. Competitiveness.
It's also good for Zambia, hey? It's a good preparation for them to AFCON.
Oh yes. One of the only 3 sides from SADC that are going to the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, set to take place later in March. They are part of South Africa. They will be joining South Africa as well as Malawi, who are all in this tournament. This is a really high intensity game, as my colleague Rhoda mentioned. Hazel Nali now. To Mwanza. Long run. She picks up. Oh well, I was gonna say she picks up, but that went out of play. Salia Mwanza, youngest player on the field today. It always feels nice. It must be nice when you are the youngest in your teens and being able to be part of a starting lineup with, you know, the likes of Suzanne Banda, who are 33. Probably people you've been watching since you were a kid. It's fantastic, really. Inspiring story. So, we are in the 40th minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. Soon to hit the 45-minute mark. Let's look back at this one. It's just the earlier on moment of an offside. And speaking of offside, Zimbabwe now have more offsides with 3 to Zambia's 2. Kambare flicks it away, but still in play. They're gonna keep going strong. Zwawanda for Zimbabwe. There's a bit of interruption there from Captain Mupopa. So Zimbabwe now will look to capitalize. All right, this is flicked away now, out of play again, or inside still actually, because we saw that Mwanza was right there to keep it in. It looks like it was heading out, but did a great job to keep it inside. Zimbabwe now with this break. She will try to pick up Chitendo, but Mopeti was not there. Mpiri, Belemu. Belemu finds Muluba, or Malubu rather. And just like that, we see that Captain, or rather Chitundu, has been brought down. So, a chance now, and not too bad, not too bad. Very strong onto that strike there.
This is what you want to see from strikers, taking those shots.
Strong, just a little bit over the bar, but I think
it was a well-taken strike.
And she's capable of scoring those. We have seen Mopapa. It's not something she's unable to do. Here comes Captain Zube now for Zimbabwe. Will get to push it up front, but unfortunately for Mark likes of Chinyerere, that did not reach her. Just got attached to it, trying to get hold of Makore, but not successful. This is a throw-in from Belemu now. Wonderful from Viri. Lovely stuff. Skills on display. So throw-in once more for Mviri. Zambia probably would really, I think one thing that Zambia would probably want right now is just a goal, to go into halftime with a goal, have that leading advantage into halftime. It really helps oftentimes in football.
Yeah, it does.
But Zimbabwe not letting it happen. They too have been pressing up front. This is Mfiri now, unable to keep it in. So, 2 minutes added on here at the Sechego Stadium. And Polokwane, the COSAFA Women's Championship. So far, still 0-0 between these two sides. It's a Group B fixture. So this is a throw-in. Was from Kabera, who we saw got it to Mopeti. Strong run. What can she do here? Well, she was in an offside position. It's nonetheless, so let's look back as to how that, well, What do you say? Like I always, this is not our job to decide which one is a offside or not. But would you say that's an offside?
No. Or rather say it's a tight one, but
You wouldn't have given that one.
no, it's not.
All right. Well, that's not our job either. Decision has been made by the officials. Nali. One thing I've also noticed from Nali, usually when she plays, she's usually pushing the defense. That's not really tends to be out of her line, so that she just pushes that Zambian defense. But today she's in the box because she knows, I think, that you can't make those mistakes with a side like Zimbabwe.
Especially when you are playing against Makora and Chinyerere.
Yeah.
You can't.
Would be very risky.
Very.
So this is a throw in now. Captain Gube. Chinyerere got attached to that. Still running strong. Gube now to the likes of Kaitona. Nali picks it up safe and sound. I'm sure in no moment we'll be hearing that final, or rather half-time whistle. And just like that, referee says half-time. Quite an entertaining first half we've had here from the Sechego Stadium. Two sides that are battling it out, two sides that both have 3 points already in the bag from their first fixtures, and it's evident why they are competing for that top spot. What a first half, Rhoda.
Yeah, it was a very beautiful first half. Is it safe to say, as it stands, they all go through to the semis?
Well, not so. Let's look back at the goal attempts, both equally with 4 shots on target as well, 1-1. Fouls, more Zambia with 9-4, and then the yellow cards, no red cards, offsides. The corners, 6-0, and a 50-50 possession. Stay tuned for the second half.
First teams to score.
Be in the game.
And we are back for the second half here from the Seshego Stadium. This is the Hollywood Bets Women's COSAFA Championship 2025. Zambia, the defending champions, taking on Zimbabwe. So far, an incredible first half we've had, and it's down to another 45 minutes. 0-0 it stands, and these sides both looking to get a grip onto that top spot on top of the table so that they make sure to go through to the semi-finals. But as it stands, each of them walking away with a point. So we get underway. It's Zambia with this one in the second half. Maybe just to bring in my co-commentator, Rhoda, your anticipation for this second half. What do these sides need to do if they want to secure a win?
With where I'm sitting, it seems like they're just playing it safe. They just want to draw, both of them.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, because at the beginning of the game you did say your money is on Zambia to get the win, so we are yet to see that happen as Zimbabwe look to attack, and that just goes out. That was so close there. Very close. Salia Mwanza was there as well to see it pass by. It looks like a ball came in from Makore, and they would be really glad that that did not.
Yeah, the veteran, she didn't connect with it very well. As I said before, you can't allow her to receive the ball in that space.
Absolutely. And here comes Ngube now, the captain. We have Zwawanda who's still down in the middle of the park, but seems like she's gotten up to continue. Chitundu gets a touch to that. Still going strong. Zwawanda loses it out. Zambia will look to break through their captain, Mupopo. Still going strong. Will she pick up Mviri? Well, no, she does not. But they still have possession, Zambia now. This is a throw-in from Salia Mwanza. No changes made by both of these sides. Would you have expected a change coming up from half-time?
No, not yet. But moving forward, I think for Zambia, they need to introduce an attacking midfield if they want to win this one, or if they want to score.
Well, we're seeing some warm-ups from the Zambian bench, so we might see some of those changes come on later. But for now, all eyes on the players who are on at the moment. They have to be the difference. As Chitende now, Chitundu, or rather Chilenga, goes for that one. A chance here. Got a touch to that, but did not materialize. Mupopo to Salia Mwanza, who loses it out. Unfortunately for her, that landed straight to Katona. Zimbabwe from Zwawanda picks up the very talented and energetic Mupeti. That was well read by Banda, Susan Banda, who picks up Mpiri, the other Mpiri. Mpiri still going strong to Captain Mupopo. To Belemo. Belemo into the box to Chitundu, but Salia Mwanza will get a hold of it. Mpiri, this turn, surrounded but still going strong. Susan Banda. Back to Salia Mwanza. Into the box. Will she pick up Mupopo? Well, it wasn't going to work either way. Chitundu was there, but unfortunately, it did not work in their favor. Did not beat that mark. So, Shonga will flick this one away. Belemo will chase it down. I think Belemo, one of those players that you always see all over the field, but in today's game, she's a very restricted to that one particular area.
I can say the Zimbabwean came with a well game plan, because if you can look, they are frustrating
Substitution for Zimbabwe.
So we're seeing a substitution, just like we mentioned. Zambia making a change. And look who's coming on. It's Ngosa Chabwe. A defender is coming on. And so we are seeing that it seems like Chitenda, or Chilenga rather, is the player. Will not be continuing, but as it stands, that's the change so far in the game. So 50 minutes gone here from the Seshego Stadium in Polokwane. And it's still 0-0 between these two sides. Chitundu just brought down and got a touch to Zwawanda there and brought it down to foul her. So should be a free kick now for Zimbabwe. A game like this tends to also become very, very physical in a sense that we're seeing frustrations unleashed. So expect more of those fouls as Tumbare flicks that one, trying to get it into the box, but did not work out. So this is Mpiri now. Strong run from Mpiri. She's surrounded from the likes of Mkube, but trying to pick up Mupopa, who unfortunately didn't. Chitundu! That goes out. Not a bad attempt.
Not at all.
So Mpiri tried to get hold of Popa, who didn't get it, but eventually that rebound from Chitundu set up that attempt. So Chilenga has come off for Zambia. And we've seen the introduction of Chabwe. Interesting change.
Very interesting change. Are they? Is it safe to say they now want to defend?
Yeah,
or playing
that's
it
a
safe?
defensive change that was made. So looking to strengthen that back line. I think they're also seeing that Zimbabwe are starting to become a little bit threatening in that final third. This Mviri who's surrounded, but she always manages to get out of those situations. It's impressive. Suzanne Banda to Mupopo. Chitundu surrounded. Chitundu, and it's a goal. Well, seems like it will not be counted.
The referee says no.
It looked like it was over the line, but it's not. Really got us confused. Another chance, and that's wide. Oh, maybe Rhoda, your expertise on this one. If you look back, see what really happened here. It was Chitundu initially who got it, and then, oh well, seems like it was just on the line.
Now,
it didn't go in. Nearly celebrations that were made, and us in the commentary booth thinking, my God, what a goal. But that will not be counted. It did not go over the line, as we saw a few moments ago. That shot coming in from Mpiri. A lot of those who can be so deceiving.
Yeah, I guess the goalposts came to the rescue for Zimbabwe.
Indeed. Still goalless here in this match. Mpiri, who went for it there, fortunately would be frustrated. But good, well picked up there by the officials. Let's look back again. Chitundu. She was rather set it up. Oh, she set it up wonderfully actually for Mpiri, and that did hit the goalpost, so that's will not count.
Well executed. She used the right technique. It was just unfortunate.
Just unfortunate. But perhaps they would need to keep up that tempo if they would want to get a goal. Seems like we might be in for maybe another draw. We have to wait and see. We already saw a draw earlier between Botswana and Eswatini, 1-1. But Zambia now looking to break here. Mpiri was trying to chase that one down, but it was already out of play. Let's look back again at this. That was the moment earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, that really, and you could see Shonga wouldn't really have had a chance there. That ball was already gone.
Oh, it was a touch.
Maybe you could say she's the reason why it did not get in. Because she kind of, the more you look closer to it, kind of got a glove to that.
A very important touch.
She's been good. She's been really instrumental so far, Shonga. Very, very fascinating goalkeeper. And here's Mpiri now with this run. They will really try to get that goal, Zambia. I believe Chabwe will be chasing this one down. Chabwe now. Strong run, still going Chabwe for Zambia. Well, trying to get a penalty there, but referee says, no. Get up. That is not a penalty. Let's look back at this. Strong run from Chabwe, the substitute who just came on. Going very strong at it. Well, would you say that should have been slightly, maybe?
I think there was a touch.
No, but the officials have made their decision.
Yeah, you can't overrule that.
Absolutely. 55 minutes gone. Just confirmation for that 0-0 score still. Zambia still without a goal. Neither Zimbabwe. Suzanne Banda brought down. Or rather, actually a clash of the two. Zimbabwe instead is the one who get the... Let's look back at that. Oh yeah, she was brought down. So Zambia will be getting a free kick. Can they do something here, Zambia? Wonderfully flicked in, just trying to pick up the likes of Chitundu, but just again, that traffic of Zimbabwe not allowing it to happen.
You know what I'm enjoying is Zimbabwe, they've made Zambia to play a helicopter football.
Oh yes.
Because normally in Zambia they play positional football, but today they're just kicking everything forward.
Unable to even counter.
Exactly.
Which we are used to seeing.
They can't even combine 5 touches.
It's really incredible play we've seen from them. And here's Salia Mwanza now. Long ball to Mpiri, but Ngube was there. Make sure she flicks it. Stays in play though. Mupopo. Mupopo to Salia Mwanza. Mwanza with it. She will try to pick up the substitute, Chabwe. Chabwe! And it's wide. Not a bad attempt. That looking more threatening now. Shall she set this one up? Wonderfully, got a touch. 1-2 and went straight for it. Also great control on the ball. But it has been unsuccessful so far. They say try, keep trying and trying, you never know. It's trying that gets you goals.
Yeah, I can say Sham just since her introduction, she's...
Well, Zimbabwe now are pushing. Strong run from Katona. Lose it out though. Mpiri to Chitundu. And Chabwe will pick this one up. But it's back into the Zimbabwean defense, or rather possession. I see Makore, or rather Katona, was the player that with the ball there. So we're seeing another throw-in through Captain Kube. We also have a player who's down, and that is not looking good. Ntala here was down for Zambia. She will be hoping nothing too serious. If she gets attended to, more spectators in the stands here to cheer on our teams. So Ntala, 27 years of age, is up. Let's look back at this earlier on moment. Mpiri, strong run, has been quite an impactful player. I always say, seems to be that battle between her and Fiona Kabera, especially in that second half. That's been the battle of battles so far in this game, without a doubt. A lot of those we have seen between these two. Who do you think is winning the battle so far? Just from your observation.
I'll go with Piri.
She's been able to escape a couple of those.
Yeah.
Still managed to get those crosses in, those passes in to the likes of Chitundus. And this is a chance here. Lucky enough, Belemu was there, as well as some of the other teammates like the likes of Maluba, Mwanza. But that was a chance by Opeti, or Katona rather. Still 60 minutes into the game with no goal scored yet. 4 points at stand for both of these sides. The only advantage Zambia has is the goals. They scored 3 goals in their opening match, and then Zimbabwe scored 2. So that's the only upper hand they might have is in this particular moment. They see another chance here, scrambling for it. Chance! It's wide. That really looks scary there for a moment for the Zimbabwean defense. Strong Chabwe did a fantastic job. Shonga got a touch to that, and then we saw Mpiri just unable to finish the job there. I can say Chabwe kind of has had an impact on the game.
Yeah, since her introduction.
She's really had an impact getting those passes in, also not afraid to go for a goal herself. Very instrumental player. And Salia Mwanza brought down. She gets treated. Let's look back at what really happened there. Oh, that looks very painful. As Gloria would say, she can feel it from the stands. Let's look back at this attempt here. So Chabwe got it into the box. Shonga tried to flick away, did not manage. Eventually Mpiri was the final touch on the ball. I think she seemed like she had a hand up. I don't know if she was saying there was some sort of touch from the Zimbabwean defense to say that that should be a corner.
Yeah.
I think that's what she was trying to indicate there. Salia Mwanza of Zambia, 19 years of age, youngest player on this field today. And you couldn't tell me she's 19. She's so mature, so talented. She has that experience from the junior championships as well. Let's see how Mpiri has been impactful in all ways possible. Look at those runs she gets in those first half. Just an incredible player. One of those players that really catches your attention, keeps you glued onto the screen. What is she going to do next? Everywhere, unpredictable as well.
Football brain.
Football brain, absolutely. Yeah. And also so quick on it. Her pace is quite something, isn't it?
She's unstoppable. A marvelous player to watch.
She was one of the players that played against Botswana in that first game. Mpiri is Nali now. Gotta be careful not to stay away from the likes of Makore and Chinyerere. Oof. You don't want to make those mistakes.
Never.
That ball was out of play, so.
And also, let's applaud the Zimbabwean defense. Eh? They are working overtime.
Yeah, but still got about 30 minutes or more than 30 minutes to see what this game exactly produces as a final product. Can you still feel that goal coming?
Yes.
You have made it clear that surely a goal will be scored here today.
Zambia. I'll give it to Zambia.
Well, here comes Zimbabwe now. This one, chance, wonderfully turned, but Suzanne Banda battles it out. Manages to get it to Salia Mwanza, who will surely keep it safe. Nervy moments there for the Zambian defense, who were able to get that one away. And now on the other end of things, Tumbare on the Zimbabwean defense will look to do the same. Is Mupopo. That turn from Piri.
You can see that Zambia wants to score because every ball they get, they're kicking it forward.
They do have to do that in order for them to get those 3 points, in order for them to win the game. So, another player down in the middle of the park. This time around, it's the iconic and experienced Suzanne Banda. She gets up. Let's look back at how that all went down. Was brought down there, but she's able to continue. That's all that matters. Strong take on from Zwanda. Goes out wide. Tempted to go for it herself from distance. Was another player we have seen working overtime in that first half. Tyler. The cheers are starting to arise as we enter the 70-minute mark here at the Seshego Stadium. Salia Mwanza surely fouled by captain of Zimbabwe, Mkube. So, free kick. Let's look back at that. Surely it was intentional.
It was.
So who will be taking up this one? Is it Suzanne Banda? Looks like it. She is the most experienced side on the field today, 36 years of age. Can Mpiri do? The most impactful player so far on this field. Analyst Mpiri. The other Mpiri, there's Agnes Mpiri and then there's Analyst Mpiri. Both play in their respective clubs back home. Zascondola, Analyst Mpiri, pardon me, and then Agnes Mpiri plays for Zascon GBWFC. Let's look back at this. Oof. Just gotta be careful not to get anybody injured. As you see, the medics come out. Hopefully, it's not the first time she's down. Memory Ntala. We'll be hoping that it's nothing too serious, but she will be carried off. That's never a good sight, is it?
No, it's not.
Never a good sight to see.
It's not. I think if we can look, it's a battle of Katona and Mpiri there in the middle of the park.
It's been one of the battles that stood out as well. And youngsters, today is Sunday, so there's no school. I know the little ones have the best excuse to say, look, I know tomorrow is school, but gotta watch football. Polokwane is hosting the COSAFA Women's Championship. Gotta watch football. So, substitution made. Daisy Gaitona is off. And in comes that change there. Shailene Damba Murono has come on for Zimbabwe. Hopefully to come on and make her impact. That's wide. Was a shot to chance for Zimbabwe. So first substitution for Zimbabwe. Oh, she was also a shot for offside. In fact, she was offside. Surely. Also a foul, you could say, but at that moment in time, the offside flag was already up. Offsides, Zimbabwe leading still by 5 to Zambia's 2. We are almost in the 70th minute mark here on the Seshego Stadium. Still no goals scored. Zambia, the defending champions, still looking for their goal. Zimbabwe have not made it easy at all. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, also have had a couple of tries on to goal. Not just defensive, but also offensive in some cases. Mpiri now to Mukomo. Mukomo will be tested and surrounded, but she will get through it. And she picks up Chitundu. who gets hold of Suzanne Banda, but that will fall straight into the hands of goalkeeper Shonga.
I think Piri they had to share the ball because she was not in a good position to take a shot.
And we'll be hoping that we see a couple of more of those. Mopopo was lurking. One of those players that are always lurking there at the back. Trying to, or at the front rather. Just waiting for their chance to pick up a loose ball and break. Here is Chabwe. Ball in the middle of the park. Run. They try to do here. Zimbabwe now will look to break. She loses it out, unfortunately, for Zimbabwe. Chinyerere. And it's back in the position of Zambia. Mpiri. Mupapa. Strong run from Mupapa. This battle on this side between Mupapa and Katona. And that's flicked away by the substitute Shailene, already making her impact. Katona was trying to hold down Mupapa. And then you see that Shailene, or rather Mpiri for Zambia, got attached to that, but was well blocked by Shailene Damba Murono, who just came on not so long ago for Zimbabwe. A cooling break, as the coach of Zambia just has a word or two with Mupapa, the captain, and the rest of the players to say, look, gotta get that goal, hey?
Yeah, I think maybe they need to change their attacking strategy, especially Zambia.
Let's just look back at a chance. Mpiri, that's a chance that really looked like promising, but goalkeeper Shonga got attached to it a little bit, prevented it from fully getting the back of the net. So 26 degrees Celsius here from the Sisego Stadium. Very nice weather it has been. So the excuse of the weather conditions beating the players cannot be used in this instance, right?
No.
Really good weather.
Yeah, it is a good weather.
So double substitution for Zambia. Agnes Viri off. Sasha Chisanga on. Chisanga has come on. Gondwe comes on. Margaret and Ntala comes on. Surely correctly done from the coach, because Tala has been not one of those players. We saw her more on the ground in the second half.
Yeah.
A lot. Can tell she's struggling. So just physically feels like
it's a forced sub.
Yeah, playing with some discomfort. So that's the substitutions that have been made for Zambia. Mpiri, who we saw so often in the box, not Endless Mpiri, but Agnes Mpiri, has come off, and that looked like another shot from Chisungu there, or Chitundu rather.
As I was saying, for the Zambian team to score this organized Zimbabwean defense, I think they need to change the strategy. They need to stretch them wide, because they are very compact there.
Yeah, they have been unable to get through it, get through that traffic, get through that wall. This is Shonga, who press it up, try to get it as far as possible, but it comes all the way back. Zambia at a throw-in. Salia Mwanza, you could say the set-piece taker for Zambia. More of the player we've seen when it comes to corners, when it comes to throw-ins. She is the player to go to. And here she is now again, Salia Mwanza. Mupapa, who was unable to, trying to get hold of Mpiri, but that went out of play. So now only one Mpiri on the field. The other Mpiri has come off. So Chabwe chance. That goes straight. Still waiting. 15 minutes into the game. Looking to break. That will surely fall into the hands of goalkeeper Shonga. As she just looked to break through that wall and go for it herself there, Mopopo, but also had a player, Zimbabwean defense down, but didn't materialize nonetheless. So we're seeing a throw-in now for Zimbabwe. Mbare, go for it. Zawanda there was trying to get for it. Look at those shots. Zambia with 10, Zimbabwe with 5. And only Zimbabwe, one of those Zimbabwe shots on target. Zambia's 4. Mpiri now. Strong run from Mpiri. That's flicked away. Did not reach Mupopa. Mupopa, if she wanted it to. Possession, Zambia still. He went into halftime with a 50-50 possession, but this second half, Zambia have looked like the more dominant in that particular area. So here comes Mpiri. Pickups Captain Mupopa. Mupopa now. Get it through to Chabwe, who is unable to pick it up. So Shonga will collect that. Safe and sound. As we look at that on your screen, Katona was earlier on brought down in the process of that. Or just looked like a flick onto her face there, her nose particularly, from Endless Mpiri rather. Look at this attempt here from Mupopo. Which is strong run. The player was brought down in the process, but that power from a very physical player she is. She has a lot of strength, but it didn't work out, unfortunately.
I think she rushed it. She was not well balanced, and then she just took a shot, or maybe she had to.
Chance here for Zimbabwe now. They're going strong for it. Is there anybody to pick it up? Although it was Chinyenere who was waiting for it, but lucky enough, the likes of Maluba, right, rather were there to flick it away safely. Almost 80 minutes gone, and just looking down here, the bench of Zimbabwe looks like they'll be making a change soon. So you wait for that confirmation. In the meantime, action continues here on the field. This is a run and chased down by Chabwe. She is surrounded by the likes of Tumbare, but does not give up. Manages to, well, in fact, to her disappointment, that ball belongs to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So Kabera will take up the throw-in. As you just see there, that combo at the back of Captain Kube and Antonio just signaling to each other to say, look, let's hang on. We're doing pretty well. Let's keep them on their heels.
Yeah, they've done pretty well.
So we're seeing another throw-in now by Belemo. That ball goes out for another throw-in for Zambia. She will take it up once more. We are almost in the 80-minute mark. This COSAFA Women's Championship Day 5, Match 2 between defending champions Zambia and Zimbabwe. So far, still have not seen either of these teams get to the back of the net. Closest was Zambia. And if we look back at Zimbabwe, they are ranked 129th in the world and 20th in Africa by CAF. And then Zambia, on the other hand, ranked 64th in the world and number 4 in Africa. There's Mpiri now. Strong run from her. Look at that. But Kukochi possibly given it to there. I mean, she did an incredible job on that run, but
and she decided to use a weaker
foot to pass it on. So changes being made. Fiona Kabera is off. Bridget Mataura is coming on. And then Sipini is coming on. Sipini is coming on for Zimbabwe. And we're going to see that she perhaps could be an instrumental player alongside her. It's Bridget Matuara, and she is on your screen, coming on as well. But the very, very impactful Kabera has come off. Just still trying to strengthen that defense, it looks like. Zimbabwe, these substitutions, but also interesting to see Sipini come on and see what she can do. You can feel the intensity arise more and more and more as we enter the final few moments of the game, because you are now Zambia with this run in from Annalise Mpiri, strong from her. See, yeah, you are talking about her pass there and what she opted to do in that very moment. Rhoda?
Maybe cut it back because she was going for a cross. Maybe if there was a midfielder giving her support, because she has done a wonderful job.
And here she comes again, similar position she was in just not so long ago. This time around, well read, very well read by Katona, who flicks it away just for now. So we'll see yet another throw-in by Belemo, as we have a player who's down yet again. She gets tended to. That's surely should be Tumbare, who's on your screen. Let's just see what exactly happened here. Oh, that's, whoosh, that surely should be painful. That's never okay to get that put onto your leg like that. But will she continue? It looks like she will be able to continue. Her teammate Kabera, who has come off. So that the battle between Mpiri and Kabera is no more. We will not see, we'll be seeing it in this game any longer, because Kabera has come off, brought on some fresh legs.
And we still have Katona.
Yeah, we still have Katona though. So I was just talking about in terms of rankings not long ago. But if we look at performance, past performances in the Hollywood Bets Women's Championship, see that Zambia, the defending champions, in 2023 they were runners-up. In 2022 they were winners again. Then they came third place in 2021. 2020 semi-finalists. Dominant performance from them in the last 4 years. Really, Zambia. And then Zimbabwe, on the other hand, did not went out in the group stages in 2024. They were fourth in 2023. Did not enter in 2022. In 2021 they were in the group stages, and then in 2020 went out in the group stages. So here's the corner that hits the traffic and is headed away by the Zimbabwean defense. As Zambia still look to press really and somehow get a goal in this last few moments.
Yeah, Zambia, they look frustrated because now Zimbabwe, they are matching them in all departments.
We are set for a very competitive edition of the COSAFA Women's Championship. And as the years progress, we are seeing this grow more and more. We're seeing much more even score lines. We are seeing a battle in who goes through from the group stages. It doesn't just happen 6 points clear, you are gone. We're seeing more competitiveness. That's an offside surely from Belemo, which is great for the women's game, isn't it?
It's very great. It's not like 4 years back where it's more like an obvious case, knowing that we know Zambia they're going through.
So seems like a decision there from the officials to say that was an offside. So we are nearing the 90th minute mark. 6 minutes or so still left before we find out how many minutes will be added on. And what a half so far, hey? What a half.
And still Zim have not allowed space to Zambia.
And it's becoming evident that they are sticking to that game plan.
Yeah.
They are sticking to making sure that that's what they focus on. Because you see a lot of teams tend to transition. Well, we see also see our first yellow card issued out at the game.
They're frustrated.
Yep, and that's issued out to Sasha Chisanga, the substitute, the midfielder. Gets her name on the naughty list. Booking. Oof. That's in the back heel. Very painful. But see the substitute there. Bridget Matahura, who has come on as well for Zimbabwe. As they stick to that game plan of just closing up those lines up front for Zambia. The ball is back to Zambia's possession now. Suzanne Banda loses it out. Wrong pass to Matahura. A wonderful turn to the captain Kube. Zwanda is lurking. Won that ball. And Belemo gets a hold of it now for Zambia. Suzanne Banda was looking a little bit, not you want to say defeated, but in that middle of the park. Suzanne Banda. She had two of those situations where had the ball, had the chance to pass, but just loses it. So another substitution for Zimbabwe, rotating their players now at this point in time. Coming on is Nakuhlango and Lobo is coming on for Ethel Chinyerere. So Chinyerere, who has had a fantastic game, has been quite troublesome for Nali in that attack. Suzanne Banda, I was just about to say, do you think it's one of those players that might come off? And Banda is coming off, with Popo is also coming off. So kind of trying to bring in fresh legs on that attack at this point in time now.
Yeah, because Zim have done well. They have not allowed space to Zambia.
So Chipasula is on now.
Messi.
Yes. And Belemo gets the captaincy armband as well because Mopopo, the captain, has also come off. Interesting stuff in the last moments of the game. Will we see a dramatic ending in this encounter of the Hollywood Bets COSAFA Women's Championship match day 5? Well, we'll just have to wait and see what fate has in store. But as it stands, still even. And this throw-in now by Sapini. We'll get it to Katona, but unsuccessful. Zambia with the throw-in.
Yeah, I love how Zimbabwe applied themselves in this game, especially in the middle of the park also. They didn't allow Zambia to play. They won all the second balls, you know?
Absolutely. Well, look at that possession. Keeps increasing for Zambia. They do have most of the ball, that's a fact. But they're just not winning that when it comes to that scoring or getting that goal. So soon the referee will be informing us as to how many goals, or how many minutes rather, will be added on. How many minutes will be added on as we have 1 more minute of normal time. 0-0 it still stands. The pressure is building up And to us, surely here in the booth, the commentary booth, we can feel it also. The intensity is high, I'm telling you. And it's only increasing more and more as we get into the final few moments. So here is Mpiri now. She will look to push to Chitundu. But they will be careful not to make mistakes. But Belemu takes that one away. But that was nervy. They kind of looked like they were scrambling a little bit.
Nearly.
I think that can also happen when you are trying to get the ball up front. The moment you touch it, get it into your defense, just confusion everywhere. This is Nkube.
Additional time, 3 minutes.
As gets into, I think she did get a touch to that, actually, Bridget Matuara. So we'll see a corner kick, set piece, 3 minutes added on. 9 corners for Zambia, 1 corner for Zimbabwe. My goodness, what will happen? We have to wait and see. It's nervy moments as Sapini goes for it. What can they do here? This is unfortunate. Nothing happens. Lucky enough for Zambia, they'll be relieved that nothing came from that.
Yeah.
So that surely looks like Belemu was fouled there as well in that particular encounter between her and the very experienced Makore, for 34 years of age. Did not start in that first game against Botswana. But here they come now. Zambia will look to keep pushing as they have about a minute or 2 left to do what they have to do. Zimbabwe still pressing on though. What can happen? Nali is also in a lot of kind of under pressure now as well.
Yeah.
Just, you can see that football of scrambling, if I may say. There's about a minute left. Rhoda, this is where I ask you the question, is the goal coming? And I'm not talking about Zambia, talking about a goal in the game itself. Is the goal coming?
I don't see it happening.
Are you changing your mind? Are you giving up? Well, let's not do that just yet. You have a minute to go in the game. This is a chance here for Zambia. She is surrounded, being held down. Messi Chipasula surely did not succeed there.
One of the talented youngster.
Yeah, who came on not so long ago. Let's see what battle there up front. Shonga would want to keep it as far from her end as possible. They are scrambling in this last few moments. Zambia really still looking somehow to get that ball up front. Mpiri loses it out to Nzabawanda. Mataura now, strong run. And that goes out. So, ball for Zambia. Let's look back. Look at that. The power on that as well. Her pace is quite something. And that battle with her and Mpiri is also interesting. You got 2 of the fastest players on the field doing what they do best. One of the wonderful sides of football. As Mpiri just lays down there. Looks like she will need some medical attention, analyst Mpiri. See exactly as to what might have happened between her and Bridget Matuara. Let's look back here. Matuara had a strong run, but somehow, somewhere there, oh, I see. I think that's where there was a sort of an impact to Mpiri, and might see one of the final plays of the game. And there you have it. Whistle blown by the referee. This is how it ends here from the Sechego Stadium. Defending champions Zambia held to a draw by Zimbabwe. Group B has 2 draws. How wonderful of football we have seen today, Rhoda. We saw a draw between Botswana and Eswatini. And look now, Zambia, Zimbabwe ends in a 0-0 draw. What a game.
Yeah, what a game. As it stands,
they both got 4 points. They both get a point. So 4 points. Competitive group. I could say this is definitely the most competitive group so far we've seen in the competition. But it's full time here from the Sechego Stadium. Zambia 0, Zimbabwe 0. Let's look back at the statistics. Goal attempts 10-5 for Zimbabwe. Shots on target were 4 and then 1 for Zimbabwe. Fouls, Zambia with the most with 10 and then Zimbabwe with 6. Let's look back at the group as well. 4 points for both of these sides. The other points between Eswatini and Botswana with 1-1 each. Very competitive groups between these very talented nations. But this is how it ends here from the Sechego Stadium. Catch us tomorrow for Group C action. Player of the match, Cynthia Shonga. Well deserved, you could say?
yeah, well deserved.
She is your player of the match. Goalkeeper for Zimbabwe. Did not start in that game against Botswana, but did a fantastic job today. The Herentals College player, 25 years of age. But ladies and gentlemen, this is how it ends here from the Sechego Stadium in Polokwane for this COSAFA Women's Championship. It is a draw between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Now it ends.